listen closely. You're not here to hear comforting illusions, because while comforting illusions are comforting, they keep you weak. That's over now. What I'm about to say will not be sweet, it will not be soft, it won't be easy to swallow, but it will be the truth, and the truth will set you free. The truth hits you in your gut. It doesn't feel comfortable, it feels sharp, it feels heavy, it can feel even rude, but if you let it in, it will change you. If you are here listening to this now, you are probably ready for it. So here it is. No one is coming to save you. Let me say that again. Let it sit in. No one is coming. Not your parents, not your friends, not the coach, not the mentor, not the world, no cavalry, no backup, no miracle shortcut. It's you. It has always been just you, and it will be always just you. I don't like to get into religion here, but I did once have a vision where I spoke with Jesus Christ himself. I was asking him about all the dreams I wanted to come true in my life, like I thought he had some kind of power to give me a resolve. He looked back at me and he simply said, "Why are you asking me? I'm just Jesus. If you want those things, that's up to you." That hit hard. I'm not here to push some belief on you. Okay, I am, but not in a religious sense, not an ideology. Whatever religion beliefs you have, I respect. Jesus, Mohammed, Krishna, Buddha, or the others, they are divine. They cannot make your dreams come true. Only you have that power. Realize this, and things are about to really change, and change radically. Buckle up. We are not just having a joyride here. We live in a culture that feeds us lies. They tell you there will be a system to hold your hand, a safety net to catch you when you fall, a step-by-step guide with guaranteed results. It whispers, wait for the right time, wait for the right opportunity. Someone will see your potential, someone will pull you up. But the truth is, if you wait, you will rot. You will watch years of your life dissolve in front of glowing screens, empty promises, and excuses. If your beliefs match that of what most people think, you have to realize now that you might be wrong. If people call you crazy, you are probably getting closer to the truth. The battlefield is life, and on this battlefield, nobody fights your fight but you. Think about a warrior standing on the edge of a field, sword in hand. The sun is rising, the enemy ahead, the noise is deafening, fear in the air. But when the warrior steps forward alone, he doesn't look back at his army for permission. He doesn't wait for someone to pat him on the shoulder. He doesn't cry out for someone to take his place. He knows that this is his fight, his battle, his responsibility, and whether he wins or dies, it's on him and him alone. That is your life. That is your dream. That is your struggle. It doesn't matter if you're chasing greatness in the gym, in business, in art, in your spirit, or in your relationships. The truth doesn't change. You have to do it on your own. And that terrifies people. That's why most never step up. They want a safety blanket. They want someone to guide every move. They want guarantees, but guarantees are for the weak. Real warriors don't need them. Real warriors understand that the world owes you nothing. The universe doesn't hand out rewards because you tried. It responds to sacrifice, discipline, and persistence. Honestly, there are profits to be made in selling such illusions to people, but we are not here to just earn profits today. We are here to make the dreams of your life come true. I mentioned bamboo in a lot of these talks. That's because the message is very important. There's a type of bamboo in Asia. When you plant it, nothing happens for years. You water it, you nurture it, you see nothing, just empty soil. But beneath the surface, the roots are digging deep, stretching, preparing. For 5 years, it looks like a waste of time. People laugh at you. They say, "Why are you wasting your energy? Why don't you just enjoy your life? Nothing is happening." But then, in the 5th year, That bamboo shoots up almost 90 feet in a matter of weeks. That's you, your work, your sweat, your tears. They're the roots. And nobody is going to stand over that soil every day clapping for you. Nobody is going to cheer when nothing visible is happening. You have to water it anyway. You have to believe when no one else does. You have to show up alone. Because when that breakthrough comes, when you rise, everyone will see it, but only you will know the years of unseen sacrifice it took. That is the warrior's way. This is the way. Listen, greatness doesn't grow in comfort. It grows in pain. It grows when you're tired, but you keep going. It grows when you're scared, but you move forward anyway. It grows when you're alone and no one is watching and you're tempted to quit, but you do not quit. That's where the real transformation happens. To many, this sounds crazy. In modern life, everything centers around comfort and convenience. If you want to rise, it's time to walk away from that lie. Too many of you wait for motivation, but motivation is also a lie. It comes and it goes like the wind. Discipline is the blade. Discipline is the fire. Discipline is what carries you through when you feel like doing nothing. When you wake up and don't want to move, discipline drags you out of your bed. When you've trained until your body is screaming, discipline says, one more round. When the world tells you it's over, discipline whispers, not yet. And here's the dark truth. Nobody can give you discipline. It cannot be gifted. It cannot be handed down. You forge it yourself, alone. Think of David Goggins running on those broken legs, refusing to quit SEAL training. Think of Muhammad Ali training in silence, saying, I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Think of Bruce Lee pushing his body past limits, saying, do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. These men didn't wait for applause. They didn't need permission. They didn't beg for help. They forged themselves in fire, and they did it alone. That spirit that carries these men, understand it, adopt it, bring that spirit into your own life today. And so you must. Here's another truth that will sting. People won't understand your path. They'll criticize you. They'll mock you. They'll call you obsessed, crazy, and delusional. Let them. Their voices don't matter. Their opinions don't carry the weight of your destiny. When you walk alone, when you train in the dark, and when you build yourself brick by brick, you are carving a path that few will ever walk. That's what sets you apart. I read a book called Jonathan Livingston Seagull. The book was about a seagull that wanted to master flight. He wanted to fly at maximum speed. He wanted to fly at night. He wanted to learn complex maneuvers. But this was unusual for a seagull. Most seagulls concern themselves mainly with eating and not at all with flight. But Jonathan Livingston, he paid the price and was shamed by the other seagulls for his dream. This is a quote from the first chapter of the book. Jonathan Seagull spent the rest of his days alone, but he flew away out beyond the far cliffs. His one sorrow was not the solitude. It was that the other gulls refused to believe the glory of flight that awaited him. They refused to open their eyes and see. You, in a sense, are like that. You see it, and like that bird, you will realize your dream, but you will have to do it alone. And as they mock you and shame you and talk about you behind your back, they have to. This is the only way your actions can make sense in their worldview. You have to get comfortable with solitude, with silence, with hearing your own breath and your own heartbeat as you grind. That's where the spirit sharpens. That's where the warrior is born. Like David Goggins said this summer, 2025, it is just him out there doing what he preaches about with only God watching. Smile at the pain. Welcome the loneliness, because it is in that place, the place where no one else dares to go, that you find yourself. That's where you discover the unbreakable spirit inside you. The world will tempt you with distractions, easy pleasures, quick escapes. But every time you choose them, you abandon your flight. You dull your blade. You weaken your spirit. The warrior says no. The warrior walks away from comfort. The warrior looks at the mountain and says, I will climb it no matter how long it takes, no matter who doubts me, no matter how much it hurts. And when you finally reach the top, when you stand on that summit, you will realize it was never about the mountain. It was about the man you became along the way. That's why you must do it on your own, because only by walking the path alone do you find out who you really are. Not who people think you are, not who you pretend to be, but the raw, unmasked, unbreakable warrior you were born to be. So stop waiting. Stop looking for someone to save you. Stop crying for a handout. No one is coming. And that is the best news you will ever hear, because it means the power has been in your hands all along. Pick up your sword, face the battlefield, walk into the storm alone. That's where greatness is forged. That's where warriors are born. And that is where you will find yourself. If there is one thing I want you to take away today, it is that it is going to be just you, and just you alone. And the only person watching, the only thing that is watching, it is God watching. It is you alone with God watching you. It is that simple. You are like the bamboo story, and you are like the amazing story of Jonathan Livingston Seagull. You see the glory ahead that others do not, but nobody is going to hand you that glory. Even a Messiah cannot hand it to you. And if he could, would it not be sweeter if you actually earned it yourself? You know the answer, and realizing the answer to this question is a big part of the bigger game. The glory is yours to get, so go get it, but you have to do it on your own.